This is an excerpt from How to Aim Pool Shots, a 3-DVD instructional series organized as shown here. This is an example clip from the third DVD that covers simple and effective systems and adjustments for aiming kick and bank shots. An alternative to the equal distance system we just covered is to mirror the cue ball or object ball relative to the line of diamonds instead. Here's how it works. We wish to kick at the 2 ball. To determine the required line of aim, just measure the distance from the center of the object ball to the line of diamonds. Then mirror this distance to the other side. The required line of aim is from the cue ball to this mirrored point. This is actually the same line of aim the equal distance system would give, but the technique is different. As with the equal distance method, you can project or mirror either ball. In this case, where the cue ball is close to the rail, it can be easier to mirror the smaller cue ball distance instead of mirroring the larger object ball distance. It works the same way. Measure the distance from the cue ball to the line of diamonds. Mirror this distance to the other side of the diamonds. Look back at the object ball from the mirrored point, and this gives the required aim point on the rail. Now let's look how it is done at the table. You can use your cue to measure off the distance. Before you begin, make sure you are standing on the outside of the cue away from the object ball direction. Start by placing the tip directly over the cue ball center and mark the distance to the line of diamonds with your spare hand. Now move the tip to the line of diamonds, being careful to keep the cue perpendicular to the rail. Now look from the mirrored point to the object ball target. Where this line crosses the line of diamonds is the necessary aim point for the shot. Again, it can help to pick a feature on the rail or visualize the distance to the nearest diamond. Now aim at the rail point and make sure you roll the cue ball into the cushion with no side spin. Here's the whole process again, uninterrupted. And here's another view, measuring from the cue ball to the diamonds, mirroring to the other side, looking back at the object ball, finding the aim point on the rail. When fast speed is used, or when the object ball is close to the kicking rail, the same methods we just covered can still be applied, but the measuring and mirroring must take place relative to the rail groove instead of the line of diamonds. The rail groove is the imaginary line where balls sit when they are in contact with the cushion. On an old and worn cloth, the rail groove is actually visible from wear. Measuring relative to the rail groove creates a true mirror aim, which again applies only at fast speed or when the object ball is close to the rail. If you were to measure relative to the line of diamonds instead, the cue ball would come up short of the target because the fast speed or short distance does not give the cue ball enough time to bend forward after rebound, as is the case with a slow rolling kick. This diagram shows an example where the object ball is a medium distance from the rail, but fast speed is being used. Again, the equal distance process is the same. Place the tip in the rail groove at a point that bisects the distance between the target and the projected cue ball. With equal distances on each side of the tip, this is the required line of aim for the shot. Again, as with the previous system, the cue ball must be rolling into the cushion, otherwise the cue ball will rebound short of the target. As we covered earlier, an alternative to the equal distance approach is to mirror the cue ball or object ball. Here's an example. The object ball is closer to the cushion than the cue ball, making it easier to mirror the object ball. Actually, here we want to attempt to pocket the 2 in the opposite side pocket. Therefore, instead of mirroring the object ball for a square hit, we need to mirror the desired ghost ball target instead to attempt to pocket the ball. Again, first measure the distance from the center of the ghost ball position to the rail groove. Then mirror this distance to the other side. The necessary aim point in the rail groove will be along a line from the cue ball to the mirrored point. It is usually easier to target points on the rail along the line of diamonds, so it can be helpful to project the aiming line to the rail and find a feature on the wood or visualize the distance from the nearest diamond. This provides a very clear aim point for the shot. Here's how the system is applied at the table. I'm playing stripes in a game of 8-ball and need to kick at the 13. Again, the first step is to measure the distance from the desired target to the rail groove. Here, the distance is small enough to use my hand, but you can also use your cue as we showed before. First, I'll aim for a square hit, measuring to the center of the object ball. Mirroring this distance to the other side gives the necessary aim point on the rail. Here's the shot. Remember, the cue ball must be rolling into the cushion. Again, that was a square hit, resulting in the cue ball stopping in place. Here's a similar shot, but this time I will aim for the center of the ghost ball position required to pocket the 13 in the side pocket. This isn't a high percentage shot, but if I apply the aiming system carefully, I should be able to get close. Here's the desired ghost ball position to pocket the ball. I first measure from this point to the rail groove. Then I mirror this distance to the other side. This gives me the necessary aim point on the rail. Projecting along the line to the cue ball, I can extend the aim point to the line of diamonds where it can be easier to visualize the aim. Now I pick out a spot on the wood grain and the distance from the nearest diamond, so I will have something to focus on when I align and aim the shot. Here it is. Well, that worked out fairly well. I made the shot and got good position on the 8. Things don't always work out this nicely, but if you apply the system carefully, you should expect to at least get close. For more information, visit the HAPS website at DrDaveBilliards.com/aiming. There, you can view video excerpts from and see a detailed outline of the entire HAPS series.